Hello everyone, it's Chris with Expat Theory. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. Appreciate you being here. Just wanted to throw out a quick update to let everybody know what's going on. My regular driver manager, or fleet manager, they call them fleet managers here, so my driver manager got back from vacation and took up the mantle of giving me my loads and dispatching and all that. And miraculously, everything straightened out. My miles are back up to where they should be. I'm getting my paychecks the way I should be. So, in short, I have no plans on going anywhere, because if they're gonna run me right and pay me right, then that's what I'm looking for. So I'm gonna stay, and I put forth 100% effort, and I just expect them to do the same. As far as the dispatching, get me my loads, get me my miles, and I'll keep moving loads for them, making money for them. So things here at GP have smoothed out, put it that way. Last couple of checks have been decent, and I got a ways to go to catch up. I think I mentioned this in a previous video. I checked my stats and my pay program and all that, and there was 5 weeks that I went with zero income, and the week before and the week coming back the week after were short. So you're looking at about 5 to 6 weeks of almost nothing for income. So that kind of hurts. I got to get back on track, get money moving back into my savings and stock portfolio. While I was out, I had to pull money from my stock portfolio to cover my expenses and to help with the final expenses for my son-in-law. So that kind of set me back just a little bit, but I'm getting that back to where it should be. And from now to the end of the year, my budgeted plan is pretty much shot. So I'm just going to do what I can, and I'm not going to worry about my end of year totals not meeting my goal. Extenuating circumstances, life happens. So, it can't be perfect all the time. But it doesn't stop me from, keeping moving forward with the plan and, getting my finances straightened out. Other than that, things are going pretty good with the family. Proud of my daughter. Both my daughters, but I'm proud of Mary for she's went through a lot, and she's changed jobs during this time frame, and hopefully it's for the good, that it works out better for her, and she's still trying to pick up the pieces and move forward. And I'm amazed with my other daughter, who I'm just getting good with and getting to know good, and that's an amazing adventure. Super impressed. If anything I've done right in this world, at least I can say I make smart kids. So I got smart kids, and I'm real happy and proud about that. On my financial end, again, I'm not going to hit target this year, probably, both on income and on savings. But things are doing all right. If the federal government would quit jacking around with the stock market, I'd be doing great. I've got some good investments out there that are making me some money. Um, in the 17 months ish that I've been doing all this investing and stuff, I've made over around $2,600 on dividends. Not to count, you know, the stock prices of the stock that I own going up and down. That's a different category. Just on the dividends that the stocks have paid me, it was 2,600. So that's coming along nicely. I still got a ways to go for that because I really want that income to hit that level between somewhere between $500 and $1,000 a month. So I got to do some serious saving and investing to get that up. I'm in the 200-ish, a little over $200 a month ballpark right now. So I still got a ways to go. Still got a number of years left. So, it's not until 2030 that I plan on retiring. So I still got a lot of time. Other than that, it's just back to the daily grind. My health-wise, I'm feeling better. I've dropped about 30 pounds, most of it water weight. My system was backing up with fluid, so I was getting puffy down in the legs, and I was very heavy on the fluids, and everything was backing up because of the infection in my lymph nodes in my chest. My high blood pressure was causing issues. Got a minor issue with one of my kidneys, so that wasn't helping. It was just a lot of stuff all happening at once. So once I got flushed out and dropped that extra weight, that's really helped. I still want to lose more weight. I'm still working on that. I'm trying to cut back on my sugar, my salt, and things like that. Getting out of the truck more, exercising more, walking more. I got to get myself back into better shape. So I found out the hard way, folks. If you're a truck driver, get out and walk around. Don't do what I did. 3.5 years, I was a lazy bum. It caught up to me and put me 3 days in ICU and 9 more days after that in the hospital. A total of 12 days in the hospital trying to get myself straightened out, simply because I wasn't taking care of myself and taking care of my health. So if you're out there on the road, you got to do it, man. You got to do it. Got to get out of that truck. You got to walk around more. Keep yourself exercising. Keep yourself healthy. Watch your food. Watch your intake. I know it sounds crazy and stupid because, you're just sitting around driving all the time. It's not a big deal, but it catches up with you. It'll catch up with you fast, and out of the blue, it'll knock you down. Don't let that happen. So, all right, guys. Other than that, it's pretty much back to business as usual, and looking forward to the rest of the year. Hopefully, winter will be somewhat mild, and we can run good. We haven't, knock on wood, we have not had a horrible winter in a couple of years, so it wouldn't shock me if this year or next year ends up being pretty tough. We're about due, but if it's not too bad, us drivers can still run and make a few bucks. So, and I'm going to try to finish out this year as best I can, as strong as I can. Get as much back into the savings and into the stock market. So, all right, guys, I think that's about it for the update. If you guys have any questions or whatever, drop them down in the comments. Oh, one quick thing I did mention. I did get a comment, and I figured I'd share this out here on the channel about stocks. I am not a licensed financial advisor. Therefore, I cannot legally give out financial advice. So anything I talk about on the stock market is my opinion only, and for entertainment, whatever. If you're interested in stocks, make sure you're doing your own homework, looking stuff up for yourself. Somebody asked me about what 3 stocks I would recommend, and I'm a big fan of dividends because that's how I help build. Is I take that money they pay me back in dividends and put it right back into buying more stock. So I like dividend stocks. And I also like ETFs, which are exchange trade funds. They're like a group of stocks that you're buying into, which helps spread your money out and diversifies it over different businesses instead of buying one company. And if something happens to that one company, you take all the loss. If your money's spread out over a bunch of different companies and 1 or 2 companies in a particular sector start taking some losses, it's counterbalanced by all the other companies you're invested in. So ETFs to me, are a great thing. So I've got into stock ticker JEPI, JEPI, which is a JP Morgan Chase. It's a covered call ETF, which is a little bit different of an animal. They buy and sell options, and the revenue that they generate is what pays out the dividends. I got into stock ticker SCHD, which is the Charles Schwab. It's an ETF based on the S&P 500, which kind of diversifies your money and spreads it out. And I also got into another one. Right now, the real estate market is kind of in the tank, but I don't believe it's going to stay that way. Real estate's always been the path to wealth. Everybody, all the wealthy people mess around with real estate. So I really don't foresee the real estate market going completely bust. That wouldn't just make sense to me at all. So I got into another stock. Its stock ticker is O. That's it, just O. It's Realty Income. It's a real estate REIT, which is kind of like an ETF in a way. Multiple properties under management of a company. So I got into them. So I kind of got my money spread out. I don't have all my eggs in one basket. They're starting to load me up finally. The biggest investment I have right now was at JP Morgan Chase, stock ticker JPM. But I got lucky. I caught that one. The stock market just went stupid. They went absolutely stupid. JP Morgan Chase, one of the biggest banks on the planet, and their stock fell massively, and I jumped on it. I bought as much as I could, and I got in at like $114 a share-ish, and they're like $150 a share now, and the projection is that they could be as high as $170 per share. So that's my biggest investment that I have right now, and it pays dividend, but it pays quarterly, and it's kind of a small percentage on the dividend, but it's such a good stock to have, especially at the price that I got it. And I bought 80 shares. I wanted more, but I didn't have enough money. Ran out of money. I was buying as much as I could afford to buy. If I'd had more money, I'd have bought more. But especially at that price, it was like I got it on discount. It was like I got it on sale. So I love that. That's why I watch the stock market, because you never know what's going to go on sale. And when it does, that's when you buy, All right, guys, that's going to wrap it up. Again, if you have any questions, drop them down in the comments. If you know anybody who likes this kind of material and this kind of content, please share it to them. And if you want, hit the like and subscribe or whatever. And we'll see you guys in the next video.